Welcome to Singularity, the channel where we rocket through the wild world of jet fighters, space tech, and universe-sized mysteries. Strap in, folks, because today we're throwing the French Rafale, the European Eurofighter Typhoon, and the American F-35 Lightning II into a dogfight of facts, stats, and a few laughs. These jets are like the cool kids of the sky, sleek, deadly, and probably arguing over who's got the best hairstyle. From their soap opera development stories to stealth swagger, missile flexes, and combat drama, we're covering it all. Plus a peek at the chaotic circus of next-gen fighters. So, grab your aviators, crank the Top Gun soundtrack, and let's zoom into this high-octane joyride. Let's start with the Rafale, France's answer to why play nice with others. Back in the late 1970s, France joined the UK, Germany, Italy, and Spain to sketch out a future European fighter aircraft. France, being France, wanted a jet that could dogfight, bomb, and land on carriers while sipping espresso. By 1985, they stormed out shouting, "We don't need your stinky Euro cooperation." Thus, the Rafale was born, with Dassault Aviation crafting a sleek multi-role masterpiece. Development took 2 decades, prototype in 1986, service in 2001, because, apparently, perfection takes as long as a French lunch break. The result? A jet so versatile it could probably cook you a crepe mid-flight. Meanwhile, the Eurofighter Typhoon rose from the ashes of France's dramatic exit. The UK, Germany, Italy, and Spain huddled together, promising to build a swing-roll fighter that could outdance anything in the sky. Development kicked off in the early 1980s, but coordinating 4 nations was like organizing a potluck where everyone brings their own recipe for chaos. Germany wanted it cheap, the UK wanted it fast, Italy wanted more parts, and Spain just wanted everyone to stop yelling. The first prototype flew in 1994, and the Typhoon hit squadrons in 2003. Why so long? Imagine trying to agree on pizza toppings with your cousins while everyone's shouting in different languages. Airbus, BAE Systems, and Leonardo juggled it all, and they birthed a jet that's basically the Eurovision of fighter planes, flashy, loud, and a little over budget. Across the pond, the F-35 Lightning II was America's attempt to build the Swiss Army knife of jets. Launched in 1996 as the Joint Strike Fighter, it roped in 8 countries: the US, UK, Italy, Netherlands, Australia, Norway, Denmark, and Canada. Turkey was in the gang until 2019, when it got kicked out for flirting with Russian missile systems. Awkward. The goal? 1 jet, 3 flavors: F-35A for Air Forces, F-35B for vertical takeoff like a helicopter with attitude, and F-35C for carrier ops. First flight in 2006, operational in 2015, and a development saga that felt like waiting for your grandma to finish knitting a stealth sweater. Stealth coatings, internal weapon bays, and a helmet that's basically X-ray vision stretched the timeline. But when you're building a jet that's part ninja, part supercomputer, engines are where these jets flex their muscles. Or turbines, I guess. The Rafale's got 2 Snecma M88 turbofans, each kicking out 17,000 pounds of thrust, for a total of 34,000 pounds. That's enough to make it zoom like a caffeinated cheetah. The Eurofighter struts with 2 Eurojet EJ200 turbofans, each pumping 20,000 pounds, totaling 40,000 pounds of get-out-of-my-way power. The Rafale and Eurofighter have engine lifespans of around 4,000 hours, but they're still not winning any endurance awards. Then there's the F-35, with its single Pratt & Whitney F-135 engine belting out 43,000 pounds of thrust, like a bodybuilder lifting a tank. Its engine lasts a whopping 8,000 hours, so while Rafale and Eurofighter are in the shop getting new turbines, the F-35's still cruising, probably humming Sweet Caroline at 40,000 feet. Stealth is where the F-35 pulls a Houdini. Rafale and Eurofighter, both 4.5 generation jets, are about as stealthy as a peacock at a disco. With missiles hanging off their wings, their radar cross-section, RCS, is around 4 square meters, big enough for modern radars to go, "Yo, I see you." The Rafale's canards and Eurofighter's delta wings are like waving a flag at enemy radars. Despite some sneaky composites, people say canards are RCS kryptonite, and they're not wrong. Meanwhile, the F-35, a 5th-gen Ghost, has an RCS of 0.005 square meters, smaller than a sparrow with a New Year's resolution to diet. Internal weapon bays, radar-absorbent paint, and a no-canard design make it a radar's worst nightmare. Upgraded radars might catch Rafale and Eurofighter like deer in headlights, but the F-35's sipping invisible martinis in the clouds. For air-to-air missiles, it's all about who can snipe from farthest. The Rafale and Eurofighter slings the MBDA Meteor, a ramjet-powered beast that can zap targets 125 miles away. Basically, it's the sniper rifle of missiles. The F-35 carries the AIM-120D AMRAAM, with a 100-mile range, which is like bringing a slightly shorter slingshot to a gunfight. But here's the kicker. The F-35 stealth lets it sneak close enough to whisper, "Surprise," before launching. Rafale and Eurofighter have the range edge, but the F-35's like that quiet kid in class who aces the test without bragging. Electronic countermeasures, ECM, are the jet's Jedi mind tricks. Rafale's Spectra system is like a magician, using jammers, decoys, and active cancellation to make missiles think, "These aren't the jets you're looking for." Eurofighter's Praetorian DAS is equally slick, with laser warnings and chaff that could distract a hawk on Red Bull. Both are awesome, but feel like they're playing catch-up. The F-35's ECM, tied to its AESA radar and sensor fusion, is like a sci-fi supercomputer. It jams, spoofs, and confuses enemies while the pilot sips coffee, all seamlessly integrated. Rafale and Eurofighter are great, but the F-35's ECM is like giving a ninja a cloaking device. Production numbers? Rafale's at 240 built with 114 exported to Egypt, Qatar, and India. Ooh la la, global! Eurofighters at 571 with 147 exported to Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and others, like a European bestseller. The F-35? Over 1,000 built, 450 exported to Japan, Israel, and more. It's the McDonald's of fighters, everywhere and selling fast. GCAP-1S, combat records are spicy. Eurofighters dropped bombs in Libya and Syria but hasn't tangled air-to-air, probably because it's too busy looking pretty. Rafale's bombed in Libya, Mali, and Syria but air-to-air? Crickets, until 2025, when Pakistan's J-10C, armed with Chinese PL-15E missiles, reportedly smoked 3 Rafales in Kashmir. French intelligence admitted it, and ouch, that's gotta sting like a baguette to the face. The F-35, though? It's the grizzled veteran dominating in Afghanistan, Iraq, and Syria with no losses and a rap sheet that says, "Don't mess with me." Stealth and sensors make it the sky's top dog. Some bold experts claim the F-35 could achieve a 10-to-1 kill ratio against Rafale or Eurofighter, thanks to its stealth and sensors. That's like bringing a lightsaber to a knife fight. Cost time. A Rafale's $80 million with $16,000 per flight hour. Pricey, but it's French, so maybe it comes with wine. Eurofighter's $117 million, with early operating costs at $20,000 per hour, earning it the nickname Money Pit Typhoon before fixes dropped it a bit. F-35A is $85 million, F-35B $110 million for VTOL magic, and F-35C $100 million for carrier life, with $35,000 per hour to operate. Yeah, the F-35's wallet draining, but for super stealth killer ECM and a combat resume that slaps, it's worth it. Rafale and Eurofighter? They're like buying a fancy sports car that can't outrun the F-35's Batmobile. If the F-35 is an option, opting for the Rafale or Eurofighter may not be the smartest choice. The future's wild with 6th-gen fighters. The Global Combat Air Program, GCAP, has Italy, the UK, and Japan dreaming of a 2035 stealth jet with AI and drone buddies. The Future Combat Air System, FCAS, ropes in France, Germany, and Spain, with Dassault promising a ninja jet. India, Belgium, and others are sniffing around, but it's a soap opera. Italy and the UK are bickering like siblings over the last slice of pizza, while France and Germany are one argument away from a duel. France is already eyeing the exit, muttering, "We did Rafale solo, we'll do it again." It's Eurofighter Chaos 2.0. Too many chefs, not enough soup. With 6th-gen costs in the billions, I'm betting they'll all crawl to the US F-47 project, like the F-35's bandwagon. America's got the cash and the glue to make it work, and nobody wants to be left flying yesterday's jets. What a blast! The Rafale's chic, Eurofighter's flashy, but the F-35's the stealthy prom king. What's your take? Should Europe keep squabbling over GCAP and FCAS, or hitch a ride with the US? Hit the comments with your thoughts and tell me what's next. Hypersonic drones, moon bases, or alien UFOs? If this tickled your jet-loving funny bone, smash that like button and subscribe to Singularity for more sky-high universe-busting fun. Let's keep the afterburners roaring.